coming. Good morning, everybody on YouTube land. We are going to start this morning, December the 15th, one day before the FOMC, 2 weeks before the end of the year, everyone. Coming. Good morning. So I have the feedback. Let me give the link to everybody, the backend. Let me post it also on Facebook for the group. Let me post it right there on social media. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well. So tomorrow we have FOMC meeting. We have a bunch of retail reports. We have a bunch. We have LEI on Friday. Most importantly, I want to go through the game plan. The game plan on the end of 2020 stuff that you have to think with the vaccine, the CARE Act, taxes, stuff that are above, you look at the overall market from above. So I want to look at the CARE Act because at the end of the year, hedge funds sell stuff for tax purposes. If Trump's taxes are going to be displaced and we are going to have higher taxes going forward, there's a lot of people that are going to think about selling and taking their huge profit for this year at the lower taxes. Also, the CARE Act allows people to take their money before 55.5 or 59.5 from their 401k, their retirement account, this year with no 10% prepayment penalty and with a tax that you can pay over the next 3 years. So they make it very attractive for people to sell, and take some money out of their retirement account for people who need money. So all of this might be stuff that you need to pay attention, that might be part of the game plan. Later on, after the pre-market and the trading, I want to show you what I showed you 2 years ago, which was a comparison of 1919 to 1929, where there was a virus back then, and there was also the market elections and roaring to 1929. We'll do again a comparison for 2021, boom or bust. We'll look at this later on, and of course, I'll look at your charts. So let's go, and let's go deep. I'm with Fred. So we're going to share and we're going to go into the Pro Tools and the retail tools. So good morning and on YouTube land. Your likes, comments are super appreciated as always. That's all we ask you on Tuesday. Hopefully that helps you. So first and foremost, I want to give you the buy zone and the caution zones for the day, guys. So we are going to give you the analysis. Hopefully my Gyazo will work this time. Otherwise, Fred maybe could help with the Gyazo. Let's see. And hopefully we'll have an image for everybody. Here we go. Got it right there. So first and foremost, analysis on the 11 market, everybody. Good morning, Dom on YouTube. Travis, everybody, good morning, guys. So hold on 1 second. I might need to get out of there 1 second. Also, we need to announce in the app. I don't know if you have access to the push notification, Fred, on the app. Do you? If you do, let me tell everybody we're live here.
Yes.
On the app, I don't know if you have
updated already.
I know, but tell up live now. YouTube. Boom. So everybody, the best way, guys, to know when we are live on any social media is that you have the app. At the very least, you get absolutely free the buy caution sell zone on the ES S&P 500 futures. But at the same time, you get also access to our social media at the bottom, and you get the pin as soon as we go live anywhere. So anything that we do on webinars and stuff, you get it there. Being part of the app, you go on the iPhone on the App Store and look for the Day Trading Zones app. Okay, guys? Let me get it. Go ahead.
Up under the notifications.
Yeah, so I gave you, I'm trying to give you guys the analysis for the day. Hold on. And I'm out of here, of YouTube, of Skype, sorry. And here you go. So good morning, everyone. Analysis. And market, you have your buy zone, caution zone, sell zone. By the way, I didn't put the code. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the code And see, I take the code here. Might have to put the code. See, all of this is the code. But I don't know if I can go just like that and post it. Let me see if it's going to work. So I'm go back to my Thinkorswim platform, guys. Go to the retail tools, open your retail tools, your double cloud tools, right click, studies, edit studies, and I just look for the day trading zones on Thinkorswim, the TZ analysis, edit the study, you have the previous code, you click in the code, Control A, you backspace, you delete the previous code, and you paste copy the new code, and hopefully this one will work because I took it straight from the Excel sheet. So here we go. We have the buy zone, caution zone for the SPX. We have caution sell zone for Facebook. So we are going to look at a couple of markets together this morning, okay, that I've already worked on with the guys yesterday. So first, we are going to look at Facebook. Facebook this morning, huge resistance at this 285, 280, guys. This is rejecting, see, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. I have a support around the 257 on Facebook. We'll look at it, but the charts on your weekly looks like a triangle like this. So we are going to look at Facebook as a lower high, higher low, everybody, okay? So this is going to be very important. Next, I'm going to look at the SPX. We are going to look at the round numbers, a couple of numbers that are key, obviously, the 75 this morning, resistance, 3675 and the 3700 round number. Don't forget, there's a little bit of a head here. There's a little bit of a shoulder at 3700. It got completely rejected yesterday. Actually, it was a good SPY trade after I left. With our guys, we looked at this rejection. The volume indicator was net seller in the morning. So this head and shoulder, the 3700, is going to be critical, everybody, this morning, okay? Next thing, of course, is the Dow Jones Industrial. You know, the Dow Jones 30K, you know, it's everything. You need to pay very much attention to this 30K Dow Jones. So this is going to be a big one this morning, guys, going into the morning. Don't forget a couple of things. FOMC. So here is the notes I have for you guys and a couple of thought-provoking stuff, okay? Number one, this week you have the Feds, you have FOMC tomorrow, 2 p.m. You have LEI Friday, you have retail numbers, you know, so there's a lot of reports this week. Two things that was interesting to us yesterday. Number one is the CARE Act. I repeat again, you have, it's the first time because of COVID, until the end of the year, if you take money from your retirement plan account, they let you take the money. If you take the money before the end of the year, you will not have the 10% prepayment penalty for taking money from your IRA, your 401ks, and you can pay the tax due for 3 years. That might impact the market. That might create a little bit of a dip before the end of the year with taxes before they get back strong for next year, everybody. Don't forget also, a lot of people are going to think, if Democrats are taking over, and especially if they get the Senate, how is that going to impact our taxes going into next year and forward, everybody? So a lot of people that are wealthy and people I talk to are selling, guys. They are selling and taking profit, huge profits, because they want to pay what they know being a sure tax, a lower tax now. So this is the big picture. You need to keep these big pictures in mind. You know, it's not all about tick chart, minute chart, what happened in 2 minutes and in 3 minutes and then trading 200 trades a day. It's, you start from above, you do the analysis, you use the full pro tool, the retail tools, and then you progress into the day with a trade idea like SPY. You know, on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, I trade the SPY. This is what I'm known for. SPY, SPX, this is how I grow a $10,000 account to $42,000 account. You can see the video on YouTube or the SPY video, all the $28,000 to $121,000 during COVID. Those are aggressive day trading. When you take that money, those profits from aggressive day trading that represent only 10 to 20% of my cash available, then I take that money and I plug it back into long-term investing, long-term stocks, that provides income, dividend, cover calls, selling puts. So you get aggressive day trading accounts that grows with small amounts, take the profit, and you got to buy assets that provide you income, right? And that you're more patient. You're not going to make the same rate of returns, but I'm perfectly happy in my long-term investing if I make 7% to 20+% a year. As long as I come close to the 20% from Warren Buffett, it's 20% compounded over a period of 15 to 20 years, guys. You are multi-millionaire. And you don't need big amounts of money. People can start with their Roth IRA. My kids, people complain. My kids, they work summer jobs and they work for $6,000 a year, guys. They put the $6,000 in their Roth IRA. They add another $6,000 per year, right? At 20% compounded for 18 years to 20 years, guys, it's $1.4 million. Go on Google and take a compounded calculator and you'll see. So everybody can learn to pick up stocks. Everybody can learn to put $5,000, $4,000, $6,000 a year, guys, aside for your future, for your retirement, with tax efficiency and asset protection. Okay, and I know it because, like I said, my kids work jobs. My kids are 16. One worked on a golf course punching a hole at 5 a.m. and the other one worked as a lifeguard. And the one who worked as a lifeguard made almost $4,000 this summer as a 16 years old, working from May to the end of October, actually, mid-October, right? And the other one still works on the golf course. So there's no, guys, you want to make money, you want to hustle, that's it. There's no excuse. Like I don't want to hear about an excuse. I hear people, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 is too much. Guys, you got to pound the income and have a job, have a hustle, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. I came in the US, I had 3 jobs. My grandfather was an immigrant in Paris, in France. He had 3 jobs. Does that make sense? Don't be afraid to work. Don't be afraid to really dream big, dream bigger than $10,000 account. Think bigger, guys. That's how you make real money in your life. Okay, understand market cycles. So there was an interesting article on Bloomberg that was pretty scary, as a matter of fact, that I read yesterday from October. I had a hard time. If Fred, you have it handy, help me find the link, but it was pretty much about some of the Robinhood accounts that have been hacked. Some brokers in the US, you wake up one morning, your money is gone, and the legality of being protected is very flunky with hacking. So be very careful. Change your password regularly in your broker accounts. I am also reporting on the NADEX. I have done now NADEX for over a month. I think it's great for small accounts. If you have $400 to about $2,500, and that's all you have, I think you'll have a higher chance of success and sustain your learning curve and your life expectancy with NADEX, with a very small account, than trading options. Now, if you don't want to trade options, you don't want to trade NADEX, it's perfectly fine. But then you need to be a swing trader and a long-term investor with stocks. And that's fine. I show you, put your $5,000, $6,000 a year into a Roth IRA and you compound tax-free. So you never get charged. Your money, your rate of returns, they compound, and they are not being pounded by taxes. It's 9:27. I gave you the buy zone, caution zone, sell zone. So we're going to go to the charts, and I'm going to put the retail tools on the bottom. SPX. We're going to follow Dow Jones Industrial, Facebook. I'm going to keep an eye on Facebook today, and the SPY. Usually, I'm not a big fan of trading SPY on Tuesday because, as you've seen yesterday, that was a big, nice day for SPY. Market looks strong this morning. You have MACDs up on the 60-minute chart. They are at the zero line. The big resistance is that 371 on the SPY on your box this morning. You have a 371, 366 box. So see, this is your box. Everything that we do, we box. You box your trading so that you have a high resistance and a high support probability. Like yesterday, we boxed it the other way. That was our resistance. That was our support. And if you look at some of those SPY options yesterday, I was showing my guys the 371. By the end of the day, the 371 puts did 5 to 6 times the money. 5 to 6 times the money on expiration. So you will never find those type of returns, but on SPY. It will never happen. Not a Facebook, not a Tesla, nothing. SPY is where on option expiration, there's double, triples, quadruple, but they are highly risky. I call that the power gambling trade because they are powerful, but they are at the same time a gambling trade that you need to understand. There's a right way and a wrong way to do that, but the SPY has helped me over time to grow accounts very fast, okay? And then I use that money and reinvest on the Facebook, on the Palantir, on the Snowflake, on assets that provides income that can compound at a 20% compounding rate per year. So on the left side, I'm going to switch to a 60-minute chart. All the charts will be 60-minute and 4-hour charts. Everything below is kind of gambling besides the right chart for you to see the volume indicator, net buyer, net seller. I will have to flip this one to a 5 here. And that's about it. So we're going to start. Let's see if there's a trading opportunity together this morning. I'm already looking at the Facebook again, adding around this 280, 285. Facebook, this is what I told my guys. I stick to it for now. And I'm trying to have the cloud on this. Okay, and the cloud, you can see on the left on Facebook is kind of down with the 285 resistance, okay? So let's see what happened. We're at 73 on SPX. The overall market is strong. 75 SPX is going to be a critical number, guys. I'm watching this. What happened on GBTC and Bitcoin this morning? We had a bid. It started taking back yesterday a little bit as well. I'll put GBTC. Crude is on its way close to 50, 52. Let's see what happens. Good morning on YouTube. All I'm asking on YouTube, guys, is your likes, comments, if it's helpful. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow at midnight, our Christmas opportunity that we do once a year is gone, guys. Tomorrow is your last day on the Christmas yen bundle. We do the bundle once a year since 2012. Every year, you get 3 classes for the price of 1, or you get the mastery with a ton of bonuses like the double cloud tools and the bundle included in your 6 months mastery, guys. Mastery bootcamp will start in February. I do 2 bootcamps per year where I take 50 guys under my wing. It's only going to be sometimes in February, so in about 3 months, okay? And usually I do them between February, then June, or February and September, October. We are in, we are live. So on the long term here, stuff. By the way, if you're interested in long-term options, play swing trading, play long-term investing, that's the app. On the app here, those trades on the app, are long-term and swing trading. They are not day trading. The only day trade I've taken in this app in over a year is last week. I took a short on Tesla right there that did 33% ROI, and I kept it for 5 hours. So I entered the trade on Tesla last week, Wednesday, December the 9th at 11:51 a.m. and got out at 3:46 p.m. So you add over 6 hours to get in and out of this trade. Otherwise, I do not like to give you day trading stuff on the app because it's all bullshit. By the time you get the app signal and I am in and I'm out of a day trade, you don't have the time. This is why day trading doesn't work on a premium stock and option alert. Swing trading and day trading works because you have plenty of time to get in and get out, and it's not stressful, especially for the people who work. Okay, now Facebook has been a short that we have been looking. So I'm going to be putting the Facebook. It's 280, 285. Facebook is a problem, everyone. And you have lower high on Facebook. If I showed you a triangle here on the weekly chart on Facebook, we start having a lot of day trading zones resistance around this 280, 285, guys. So yesterday you got an opportunity around 277, 280. And what the Facebook is doing essentially is doing something like this. It's making lower high triangle, higher low like this, and it's going to end up here at the 260, 250 towards the bottom of that triangle. So hopefully this is helpful, guys. This is a trade I'm looking here for on Facebook. I would have time with all the drama going on with the election, the end of the year, and I would look at the January options. So you have two ways to structure that trade here. You buy the 285 puts January or the 280 puts Jan. So it's up to you, you choose. But if you want protection and cost reduction, I'm always a big fan of selling the support. So you can always sell as it goes down. If it goes down a little bit towards, let's say, the 265 one more time, or the 260 here, I'm a big fan. You sell the 250s to the 260s here on the support of the triangle for protection of your debit spread. So you have a long put, a short put, and that provides you a little bit of positive theta in case the market goes like this, up, down, up, down. At the end of the triangle, it's always dangerous. So it's not a bad idea to have a short leg on a trade like this on Facebook. So I like that. Hopefully that helps you, everybody. It's not a gambling trade. It's not in and out like the SPY of yesterday that I do on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in our live room. Same trades that have helped me taking a $28,000 account to $121,000 account. Stream February 19. Watch YouTube for 2 hours, 40 minutes for 6 weeks. I showed you video after video how it was done. And also you have the 10K video. Now, those are the pro tools for people who are not familiar with what we do. We do research and analysis for the institutions and retail traders now for almost 20-something years. Been a trader for 26 years, started as a prop firm trader. I had no money. Prop firm trading is where you have a split. And then I went into the hedge fund side where I worked for Endover Trading and JP Capital, guys. And I had a series 55, 63, and 7 at the time. And then for most of my life now, for over 20 years, now about 20 years out of this 26, 27 years that I trade and invest, I have been on my own with my own money, just like you guys, okay? Using my own money. So hold on, I don't see everything. I'm getting older, guys. And yeah, 280, 285 on Facebook is my put. As a matter of fact, since I just gave you this put, look, we just dropped 2 points now. Like we just dropped 2 points. Here's the 60-minute chart on Facebook. And we are managing our Facebook. We have been Facebook shorts, yes, since yesterday, guys. And last week. Let's see what happened. Facebook short. As the market goes up, volume indicator up. SPX at 36.75, pretty strong, guys. Yes, please. I don't know where my tea is. So again, We have been on a bunch of Facebook positions. Let's see what happens. And that's the only position I have today. It's making about $300 so far. We have a 296 delta short. Let me show you the Facebook. Facebook Jan 285 and 280 puts for the French guy. Yeah, and I just sent you the screenshot. That's all I have right now so far. I try to avoid doing the SPY, SPX on Tuesday besides selling income. So if I am going to do a trade on Tuesday and Thursday, I like to short a 10-point credit spread SPX. And usually I try to get about $3, guys, and then $3 credit, and I get out at 90 cents to a buck profit on 10 contract. So that gives me about $1,000 on those trades. So that's the only trade I would look at today. It's a potential credit spread wide before FOMC and sticking to tech. It's going to be interesting to see how TLT is going to react tomorrow. The bank, JP Morgan, Capital One Financial, PNC Bank. Those for your notes here. Should be probably adding that somewhere. For your notes here somewhere. Watch. Remind me to give the note screenshot later on, Fred. Watch the banks.
Sure.
Wednesday PM and Thursday, Friday. JP Morgan, TLT, PNC Bank, Capital One Financials. Those are the ones that I keep an eye on. See if they are going to start pulling back those banks and pulling back up from the 150 area, 153 area, the TLT or not. So I just showed you a short on Facebook. I'm not making a lot of money, sushi money. It's about $200, $300 for the day. We have been patient, guys. Those are January options. And each time they go back here towards this 77.82, we are adding, look, huge resistance on our tools on this Facebook, 277, 283, huge resistance. Netflix, you need to watch Netflix this morning. Netflix could be a short coming into Wednesday, Thursday, guys. Netflix could be a short coming into Thursday, Wednesday. Netflix is not a happy puppy. I'm going to put it in the feed. Watch Netflix, watch NFLX 520. That has been rejected pretty good many times already. So resistance zone, reject, question mark on Netflix. Tesla, I told my guys to be very careful of Tesla 650. Let me see on my other screen the Tesla. Now let's look on the double cloud tools here. Tesla. Yeah, you need to be very careful on Tesla because as soon as Tesla is going to be included in the S&P 500 there, December, 21st? So S&P 500, after, be very careful on Tesla. You know, after the inclusion, be careful, okay? Tesla has a very strong support, guys, at 585, 580, strong support. So right now it's playing the 650, 580 range. And I would not short Tesla until the funds are done buying, you know, indexing everything. You know, I'm not negative on Tesla like I'm negative on Netflix or Facebook. Another one you need to look at carefully is Apple. Apple comes this morning very strong. Very strong Apple this morning, guys. Very strong Apple. And it looks to me like Apple is on its way to 130, 135 on our zones here. You can see on the bottom left chart cloud, it tags 130, 135. See, it looks like we could go to the top of the caution zone. And then I would be very careful around here, guys. Very careful on the Apple. Apple has a 130, 135 on the top and 118. As soon as this 118 double cloud tool support is over, it's gone. Then Apple will be gone. So write those, because if the end of the year accelerates with tax selling and with the CARES Act, people are thinking about spreading their 401k taxes and taking the money right now. With the low taxes under Trump, everybody, you got to be careful. Okay, you always want to be careful for tax purposes from December the 15th to January the 5th. This is always kind of a nervous period, because there's a lot of balancing and people doing moves for tax purposes, everybody. This is a period of the year that I'm not too crazy. Also, FYI, we just regained also the 30,000 on the Dow Jones. This 38,000 on the Dow Jones is the ping pong. Each time we go below, the algorithms are selling the market. Does that make sense? I'll be right back. Can you do a recap on Advancer's decliner and pressure, if you have, and if you can, Fred?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll do it. Go ahead. I'll be right back.
The advanced decline today is a little off. We're 20 over 3, but the capital being spent is not a lot. It's only $2,070,000,000. Okay, and then there's 3. And now these are industrial core sectors that we look at. They're only about 87. So I mean, we're kind of weak for the first 15 minutes. Yesterday we were much stronger, but the way it looks right now, we're on the stronger side. Our VI will tell you more. Our instruments tell you a little bit more about what's going on. I only use these industrial core sectors to give me a little idea ahead of time, because they'll bounce around and kind of, but we need to get a good half hour to at least an hour to get a good handle on it. Like yesterday, once we started to see the flip where it went to a strong downside, we stayed on it, and quite naturally it was very sectors to give me a little idea ahead of time, because they'll bounce around and kind of, but we need to get a good half hour to at least an hour to get a good handle on it. Like is sound on it, I can. Once we started to see the flip, that's pretty much went to strong. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. This market's just going to be kind of a floating around here a little bit. We've got to get the overnight out of the way.
Watch, guys, the 75 SPX. 75 SPX is everything, because if they regain the 75 SPX, they'll go and push the market higher. So 75 SPX is a big resistance. We have a big resistance at yesterday's open line, which is here, guys, 369 area. 369 area is huge resistance on the SPY. In the meanwhile, Palantir is down at 2634. SPX says the triple bear ETF is at 419. XOM, Exxon, is down at 4255. And the Bitcoin GBTC is at 2274. So in my book here, we start selling like the stuff, like I did a video on snow. People make fun of me. When snow was at 440, I said that the resistance was 400 to 500 with support at 250 to 300. As of today, snow is at 313. One of my best trades, my 2 best trades of last week, were a short on Tesla and a short on snow. By the way, it was posted on social media. So ding, 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 you can look at it on social media, which is Instagram or here on YouTube, guys. So watch those videos, watch the support resistance calls before the fact. We are into a Facebook short. We gave you the trade, 285, 280, put January. So you have a little time. And that's for swing trading, and that would put you at about 31 days in terms of duration. At one point, if you want to reduce the cost of that trade, you can sell when the Facebook dropped towards the 269, 267, you can sell behind it if you want a 260 or a 265 put. So you block it, you finish it, so you reduce the cost, and also you reduce the risk on your trade. I have no problem with you guys doing that. Okay? Today I will review your charts, guys. I wanted to do a video similar to what I've done 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I looked at a video that was really like almost prophetic video when I look at 1919 to 1929 versus 2019 to 2029. And I want to review these charts because we're going into 2021 and see with the vaccine, with potential foreclosures, potential people being evicted from their house, how the economy starting again, and the anticipation of the economy starting again within the next 6 months with what's going to happen first on the first 6 months is going to conflict. So maybe later on we'll look at 2021, bust or boom or bust him. And that's it. I'll look at your charts as well. And that's it. I'm not going to force more trades than the Facebook trade, guys. The only trades I'm going to take, I think right now, is Facebook or some type of a stock trade. The Netflix trade here, I'm looking at 520. I want to see within the next 2 days if Netflix is going to reject 520. Is everybody clear? We are at 519 right now. So I want to see if Apple reject 135, 130, Netflix 520, within the next 3 days leading to the FOMC tomorrow. And you have a 218 resistance on Microsoft. I think I give you everything. Also, don't forget, I think that in play, you will have in play those, in my opinion. So you'll have the Facebook continuation. Facebook has not been strong as the market goes up. You'll have the Netflix 520. I'll write those. This is a huge resistance here at 280, 285. You'll have the PNC Bank in play, 145 top. Capital One Financial here. I think it's going to be really interesting depending on what they do at this 95 huge resistance zone. Resistance. So I'm looking if they are going to short all of those here. Facebook, Netflix, PNC, Capital One Financial, which I'm giving you a game plan for the next 3 days, guys. Okay? And that's it. What else? Palantir. I love Palantir, guys, PLTR, but I want to buy it as low as I can. So I want to see if there's a little pullback in the market within the next few days and add to my Palantir longer term. Same on GBTC. Bitcoin pullback buy for me. Started buying the Bitcoin at 982 on the app. Granted, this is a year ago. Started buying GBTC. Like you have to go back on the app, back. Look at all your trades and look at what? One of those trades there in between all the gray, which are closed trades, is a GBTC with the MJ. And it's 9. I don't know if you can see it with the light or not, or like this, like that. I don't know, man. If you guys can see, let's see how. But it's a 987 on GBTC on the long-term investing. So that's part of the long-term investing. But 9 being 22 now, this is going to be a triple on the long-term investing play, guys. That will be probably the best return on investment on any stocks we've done in 2020. 2020 has been a real blessing for me, my family, in terms of what we've done. I've been at this 26 years. I had terrible years in my life. I had terrible trades. I had great trades. I had good years. This year, 2020, bar none, On the day trading side, that has been my best trading year, guys. On the long-term investing, it did like this, like that, and now it's doing well. But I don't do anything. I don't even look at it. I catching the dividend. Some stocks like Amazon, I have a cost basis on one of my 100 shares with my brothers on Amazon at $300 something. We sell cover call every 2 months, 3 months. As soon as Amazon goes towards that 32.50, 33.50, I'm selling cover calls, to protect my long Amazon 100 shares. But this is 100 shares that probably will not sell. Even if I wanted to sell, which I wanted to sell not long ago, my brother doesn't want to sell. Okay? So it is one of those stocks, compound, year after year after year, so you don't get taxed 30%, 40% on the money. It compound, and grow, and grow, and grow, and grow, and grow. And one day, you are 80 years old or 70 years old, and I'm going to look at that 100 shares, and that 100 shares will be worth $1 million, people. Because this 100 shares we bought with my brother, it was a $30,000 investment. It is, as of today, almost a $300,000 investment. So 30,000 to 300,000, 10x your money buying on Amazon, guys, in 2015, 2016. Okay, so it pays to just wait the compounding effect, and this is very profound, guys. Day trading is great. I'm taking the 10K to 42K, but I'm taking that cash and I'm buying some Palantir, and I'm buying on pullback Facebook, and I'm buying Apple, and I'm buying all the stocks that I love, the dividend stocks that I love, that I gave you on the app multiple times with high dividends, like AT&T, I gave it to you. CVS, I gave it to you. Philip Morris, look at the 3 stocks that I buy in September. I had CVS, AT&T, Altria. They all went up and great dividends. So this is how you create true wealth. And the second thing is this. I always tell you, I never find, where is it? Here, those 2 books. I know a lot of people don't like Ray Dalio, but it pays to read Ray Dalio. It's not very easy, Principles or Debt Cycles, but a very easy read on market cycle if you really want to be wealthy. Not day trading, gambling, bullshit all day long, putting all your money in. I never put all my money into day trading, guys. It's stupid. It's like going at the casino, you put $10,000 in the slot machine, you get 100, and then you keep on playing and playing and playing until the 100,000 is gone. No, you go at the casino, you make $10,000, you take it, you invest it in something safe that compounds over 20 years, 15 years, and that's how you accumulate true wealth with tax efficiency, asset protections, and market cycle understanding. This is a gift I'm giving you guys. You think this is pretentious, but this is from a guy that comes from nothing. Guys, I'm completely self-made. What was my first job when I came in the US until I found a better job as a product manager? I worked in the flea market. I had a table that I put in the flea market. I had an old Corolla Toyota with the trunk open. I put it, and I was buying perfume at $2. Real good copy perfume from brand in Miami, from people in Venezuela at $2, and I was selling them $10. That's what I had to do to make a living and pay my bills. So don't tell me I am an elite. Don't tell me I am a bourgeois. I came from nothing, guys. Nothing. You want self-made? Right there you have self-made, guys. And I have 5 kids. I have 5 kids that probably have your age. 21, 16, 17, So we have a lot of teenagers in the house. I'll be about 49 soon. I'm getting closer to that 50, guys, birthday. So I know without the glasses I look younger, but guys, I've been at this for many, many years, guys. And so believe me, I'm super passionate for you to get it. Not just with the tools, the community, the option strategies, and the stuff that we do, but I really want you to get it. And you to get it is not to put all your money in day trading. Okay? I love you all, guys. I'll be right back. I need to do a refill on my coffee. and we might, it's 957. Let's look about, see, the market goes up, goes up, goes up. It's still sideways. Volume indicator is going down here. Look on the bottom right. We have net seller, net seller, net seller, net seller, net seller. We have big support on the net seller here. You have the Dow Jones Industrial back below the 30,000, right? I don't think the market is extremely strong still. And in the meanwhile, look, I still have down arrow, ping that for a continuation short on this Facebook. This Facebook is a short. This 280, in my opinion, is a short. And I think you have a lot of stocks that are positioning here, like Netflix, you know. Apple has been one of the strongest. Is PNC Bank positioning for a short? Is Capital One positioning for a short? Those are the stuff I have told you for 2 weeks that can help you guys. Okay, I gave you the trade, I gave you the underlying, I gave you the resistance. You make your play, whether it's stocks or options. I'll be right back, everybody. Give me about 3 minutes. Just do a refill of tea. Again, I like this Netflix short 520, and I like this Capital One PNC Bank short after FOMC or before the FOMC. But if you do it before the FOMC, I have a lot of time on Capital One and PNC Bank. Buy options that are June, buy options that are January 2022 and very tight. Like for instance, on Capital One, you can do a 90, 95 put debit spreads very tight. So if you are wrong, you don't lose a lot of money and your cost basis is minimum. Okay, I'll be right back, everybody. Fred, if you want to update on the hour advancing versus declining, advancing pressures versus declining pressure, since we are just below the 30,000.
We're pretty weak today, Mark. So I think I've already kind of explained to him that we're right at the very same point, the 20 over 3, but still we're holding around $1.7 billion on the upside, which are the 20 industrials up. But the 3 down are only 19 million. So it's kind of weak. We have a little bit of a weak pressure. Let me see something here. I want to take a look at I put a lot of stock into the first 15-minute volume. It's 83,000. But it was pretty much on the negative side, 83,000, as you see. And then this 15-minute that's coming up now, we're about 56, but we still have a few more seconds here. Yeah, so that's going to be 56, and that's down too. So we've got to kind of wait and see what happens here. The market from the overnight isn't really showing us much. This is not an overnight that I'm too impressed with, because we started right at the high of the overnight. That's where we opened today. So there's no place for us to go down, but we're just barely filling the gap that we had from yesterday. After we dropped, we never came back and filled that gap. See what goes on here. So I'm not in a hurry today. You can't be in a hurry on some mornings. You got to let these trades come to you. And that's what they're trying to do this morning.
So by the way, guys, let me give you the notes. I promise you to give you the notes. Let's add, I should have wrote this into the notes so that you have it for tomorrow going into the FOMC. Let me give you the resistance here, Capital One. So let's look at it together instead of assuming here. Let's look at one shot at a time on the full Pro Tool and the Cloud Tool. So we're going to look at Capital One financial weekly resistance here. And so we are going to zoom. Capital One financial since 1995 here. And it's going to be an interesting year. I think, we are going to look. So I'm going to look at Capital One Financial as the stock of the week, guys. We are going to look at it together later on. You know, I always do a stock of the week. This is going to be Capital One Financial with credit card default possible coming. I would be very, very careful when you see the Capital One Financial around this level, guys. It's 95, 90. And you look at Capital One Financial for the past 22 years. This is kind of towards the top of the range here. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it as the stock of the week so I can show you the process and the stuff that I like and don't like. So hold on. We are going to do, let me take your charts here on weekly. And then don't forget, I'm going to also look at your charts, Q&A. Make sure that you watch the previous charts, how I did $10,000 to $42,000. Watch the video on SPY, how we took $28,000 to $128,000. And most importantly, watch some of the video on the pattern day trading rules, on the entities, LLCs versus trust, how you should conduct or think of conducting, protecting yourself, you know, when you do business, whether it's day trading, investing with LLCs and trust, irrevocable trust. Those are stuff that I've paid a lot of money with attorneys, guys. That can help you, and I know it should help you. You know, when you hold asset into boxes that are hard to penetrate in court, you are more protected than when you hold crap under your individual name, okay? Be careful to hold stuff under your individual name. So we are going to look at Capital One Financial as the market is playing up and down below the 30,000 Dow Jones. Don't forget, we are short the Facebook. Actually, it's accelerating now. Look, if you look at the full Pro Tool, look, it's accelerating towards the bottom of the range. And we are looking at the 267. And let's see what happens. You know, let's see what happens here. But look, accelerate. Does everybody see? So the trade is doing better. I'm not making tons of money. Oh, I'm making $422 now. I'm making $422. Also, I have a bet trade on the SPY, a small delta negative trade on SPY just to see where it's going. Here it is. You can see the Gazzo. As a matter of fact, you can see the account. And that's it. So let's get going, guys. And let's go on Capital One Financial. We're going to pull a weekly. It'll be easier. I'll put here at the top an ES chart so I see what's up with the ES. You know, the ES 70 is very important. So long the ES stays below the 70, the market is kind of weak. Okay? Above the 70 ES, you know, 75 ES, then the market regains strength. Okay? So I want to prepare and be tactical going into the FOMC meeting tomorrow. I don't want to be gambling in and out besides writing my Facebook, which, by the way, I gave you Facebook this morning at 274.80 and it's 272.50. Okay? By the way, Facebook, Apple, Tesla, Snowflake, Palantir, watch all our previous live trading room like here today and you'll see how it was called. Okay? So let's get going, and I am going to do that right now. But I want to pull while Fred is doing the. You gave the advanced decliner already, right?
Right, a couple times, and they're not that strong yet. So I think I've got to wait a little bit.
So Capital One Financial is one that I like to watch, guys. It's one that I have been shorting a couple of times for the past few years, and it usually works pretty well for me, but you need to be super patient and you need to have a lot of time. Okay? So I will do also a video on PNC Bank but let's focus on Capital Financial right now. And we have the weekly chart here on Capital One Financial, okay? And you see the clouds are coming back. So this is going to be super, super critical here, okay? PNC Bank, let me see quickly. See all those banks, all the credit card companies, look at the trend change, because they think the rates are going to go up, okay? But I'm not convinced, okay? So those are the two stocks you really need to look, PNC Bank, Capital One, going into the FOMC. So let's see if we can do it as the usual video. Here we go. So Capital One Financial stock, COF. Is it a buy, hold, sell? Let's go deep. Before the FOMC, Capital One Financial has rebounded towards the upper end of its range for the past 22 years. So let's look at it, and let's look at it deep. So if we look at Capital One charts, you know, it's always about charts, because you make money from entry to exit. You don't make money, you know, from a lot of fundamental analysis. You start first with the options, the open interest on the options. You'll start by your charts, the long-term trend, the short-term trend. What are the support? What are the resistance on Capital One Financial? Then you dig into the financials. If you can read articles on Seeking Alphas, people that have good reputation, and try to spur, you know, a different way of thinking on your stocks. So you always start by the analysis, because your entry minus your exit, I always tell you, that's how you make money. You don't make money going deep in the fundamental books and everything. So what you need to look first is the trend reversal. So Capital One was at 107, dip at 38 during the COVID dip here, came back strong. The problem is, if I look on the full Pro Tools here on Capital One, let's go back here, and you look at the charts since 1995, you'll notice this around here, this 89, right? And here, around this 98, is a huge resistance, which makes the average price, just at a visual level where institutions have rejected the price, of 94, 95 being a problem. Then I look at the day trading zones rate dash, and they are right at this 97. So I'm going to zoom. We're going to look at zones and compare those zones with the retail double cloud tools of entry and exit. So right now, Capital One is rejecting the day trading zones rate dash of 95, right, which is the average price on the top side for the past 22 years. So I would assume that this 95, you know, 99, 50, 100 is a huge problem on Capital One. If you look at risk ratio, right, this 95, 100 is a huge resistance on the stock to make money, and you have a higher probability of making money being short the stocks than long the stocks between 95 to 100. Now, pull back to what? The first huge pullback is going to be on that circle here, which is about 86. The second pullback, Fred, do me a favor. Where are you there? The second pullback is going to be on the 81, 80 area. So now I'm going to write that down, and this first step of the analysis on Capital One. So I'll take my yellow pad. That's always what I do when I start looking at the trade, whether it's a day trading, swing trading, I don't care. I got to do my analysis before I trade, because then you gamble. And even doing your analysis doesn't mean with 100% certainty you'll make money. So Capital One, we have 95, 100. You have this day trading zone support, 87, 87 and the 81. So right now, that's all I want to focus on before I go to FOMC. Now I'm going to look at the retail tools, okay? And I'm going to superpose that with the retail tools. And we're going to the double cloud tools now. Then I look at open option interest, the OI, see where the institutions are piling, and then we'll look at the Yahoo Finance. So here's a weekly chart on the double cloud on Capital One, and you can see that it is confirmed that the trend has changed on the upside on the fast cloud. But the slow cloud, in my opinion, is still down. Kind of, it's hard to see, but look, let me show you here. The trend on the main cloud is still down. Look, it goes like this, like this, like this. And the reason it flashed green is because the fast cloud has gone above the main trend cloud. But it doesn't mean it's not a double top. It could be a double top here at 85. So you see this 85 comes back, and there is a 77. So I'm going to add 77 to the analysis. Since I had 87 and there's an 85, I'll average those, I'll be 86. And then, now that I have the cloud support, right? Now I'm going to the options interest. So let's pull an option chain, and we're going to put the option chain on Capital One Financial. And usually on a stock like this, I want to go as far as I can on the option chain. So here's the option chain. And I'm going to look quickly, briefly at the January just to see if the 195 has a lot of call selling. And I go and I look at the open interest. Where are the institutions selling the options? You have to understand that the OI here, 8,000 contracts at the 100, confirmed my zones, but also confirmed that the institutions are selling there. They are collecting $1.06 here. They keep on selling and selling and selling and waiting for the time decay. So whether the market goes down, up, or sideways below 100, they are collecting $1.06. It doesn't look a lot, but $1.06 with 8,286 contract, it's a lot of money, guys. So they are selling and confirming the 100. Now, where are they buying? Where do they think it might hold? Here, 3,000 contract at 77.5, which was the double cloud tool support. So guess what? Between the double cloud tool day trading zones, retail tools, between the full pro tools, between the open interest selling calls and puts, my zones and the zones and those numbers that we have here, 77, 81, 86, 95, and 100 are solid zones to go with FOMC tomorrow, guys, on Capital One. Now, I want to bring the same exercise and go further out, 1 year ahead in the January 2022. And that will be my last stop. So I'm looking, I say, where are they selling the options? And look where it is. Now they are going down, selling 1,000 contracts at 55. And on the top side, I go down, I go up, and I'm like, where are they piling? And guess what? They are piling again at the 100. So what they are doing is they are confirming the 100, but they are expanding to the 57 support for 2022. So anyway, 95 to 100, Capital One is a good shot to go to 87, 81, and if it cracks that 77, it's game over to 57. And you have a game plan on Capital One, guys, that can last for 1 year. So now, if we put it all together in terms of zones, before I go to the Yahoo Finance, 57, 77, 87, 95, 100, and you have a solid game plan on Capital One Financial, not only before the FOMC tomorrow, but this is a game plan that can help you on Capital One Financial for the end of 2020 and helping you probably for the beginning of 2021 easily. It's a really solid plan on this because you make money by entry and exit. So You can play a debit spread, 180. You can play a put debit spread, which is long-term duration, June or 2022. You can short stocks. I'm not a big fan of shorting stocks. It's not the best use of your money because you get charged margin interest. You can have puts, but puts alone are dangerous if the market goes up, down, and you have no duration. So you need a lot of durations on this Capital One to make money. It could be a put debit spread between 180. It could be a put, long durations, or if you like to short stocks. But this is a very interesting thing to watch going into the FOMC tomorrow with the TLT support of 150 to 154 on TLT that I have on the zone. Now, to finish everything, to help you, you can always go also to Seeking Alpha, read some articles about what's going on. It's very helpful to complete the picture. You are like a detective. You complete the picture, guys, and you go to Yahoo Finance. There's only a couple of metrics that I like when I go on Yahoo Finance is revenues, because revenues cannot be tricked. You make or you sell or you don't sell. I like revenues above 20%. I like return on equity above 20%, which this one does not have. Why do I like the return on equity above 20%? Because that means that if I give you money, how do you manage the debt? If you are a company that knows to manage the debt appropriately, you have a return on equity of above 20%. Here, in this case, Capital One is not managing appropriately. Here, look, they have 46 billion in cash with 43 billion in debt. But look, their return on equity has gone down recently. It used to be a company that had a great return on equity. So I would be careful. I would be careful also with going forward with the economy, all the people that start defaulting on their credit card. So I hope it was helpful. That was Capital One Financial buy, wholesale. For me, 95, 100, sell for me on Capital One to 77, 87, 57. I love you all, everybody. If that was helpful, your likes, comments, here on the live feed, everywhere are super helpful. And don't forget, guys, if you want to learn how we did the $10,000 to $42,000 day trading, not this swing trading or long-term investing, or $28,000 to $121,000 in 2020, stream on YouTube since February the 19th on our videos, guys. Go on our videos. There's 400 videos to help you. Click below the link, and you have 14 training videos also to help you trade, invest in a different way. Take care, everyone. So we've done Capital One Financial. I'm done. Now it's all about your trades, guys. It's 10:20, and the market is not doing much. I'm seeing the market from another screen here, and it's not doing much, but our Facebook is dripping down slowly but surely. So that's okay with by me, because we're making money with this one. Okay? So any stocks you want to look at, guys, this is first come, first serve. I'll be glad to go using the Pro Tools and the retail tools on your stuff. Okay? Myron, you're welcome for the Facebook trade. Anyone wants to look at a trade, let me know at a stock, and let me know. Okay, so let's get going, guys. Palantir, quickly. I'm going to look at the Palantir quickly because I want to re-enter the Palantir. So I'm going to look at quickly at this one. We're going to look at the cloud first. PLTR, Palantir. So see, Palantir still has that 21 target to that 14 target. Palantir has done fantastic. It went from $10 to $33. I would be careful on one thing right now on Palantir, even though I love the Palantir, is this head and shoulder possible here on Palantir to go back here. So this would be fantastic area of Palantir re-entry. I want to accumulate personally 500 shares on Palantir. So $5,000 to $10,000 investment on Palantir. That's what I want to do within the next opportunity and to grow and keep the Palantir. Now, Palantir is also a stock that you need to be careful if you have moral issues with it, because look, it's a big daddy stock. It's the big state, the deep state. It's helping people to monitor us, watch us. But my philosophy is they watch us anyway, they monitor us anyway. We have big daddy above us, so I might as well make money with big daddy. So Palantir to me, 14.21, I'll buy that stock all day long. Okay, next, Jim, MXR. So we'll look up between double cloud tools and Pro Tools when I am a little out of my comfort. So I don't know anything about this stock, but this is similar to the Capital One, where the first cloud is above the top of the slow cloud, so it creates a little of green on the trend. At 28, their support. You have a 28.50 support. Jim, you have a double top area at 32. So I would play that range for now, this 28, 32, and then you have a 25. Those are the only three elements that I will focus on: the previous high, 32, 28 zone, and the 25 zone. Okay? Next, CCG. And let me look something for you, Jim, because you have been in the community a long time. Let me look in the Pro Tools, that MX Max R now. Let me see what we have. And in the meanwhile, our Facebook is dripping on the downside. Our Facebook short. So Maxor Technologies, see, it's kind of new, 2-3 years. Trend is up. MACD looks good. Yeah, I would re-enter here, like I told you. 29, 24 area, and I had the 28, 25 on the cloud tool. Next, Rai, good morning. CRM. Down MACD to the zero line. Down MACD to the zero line. You come to the day trading zones full Pro Tool support with up arrow blue dots. Yeah, this 210 is going to be interesting here. You have a continuation of the MACD probably here, right? And then it will rebound. Then it will rebound the zero line. So I think you are in for a red dash to a red dash trade with a resistance right now on the 200, the 24 EMA at 230, and it's on its way here to 205 area, 200, 205 would buy that. Nadim, good morning, my friend. Dropbox, we talked at it as a great buy on Dropbox a couple of weeks ago. It's at 23.5. I did a video on Dropbox. I told you to buy on that video. Watch that video, Dropbox, that the 18 support here from the full Pro Tools right there was a great buy, down arrow, pinged that support, then went back. I did the video right here, guys. Watch the video that I did weeks ago. So now it's getting out of all the cloud tools and all the Pro Tools, right? I would look for this high here, this 25.30 area. But it looks very good. You have a lot of support at 22.5. And now you will have resistance at 25.30. I think Dropbox looking great. Next, barbecue and review thoughts on AMD. I have no idea what it says. Mid-cranium, AMD. Okay, so AMD. I was confused with your name, dude. So AMD, let's put it here. So let's pull the full Pro Tool. So MACD look good. The blue dots are in place. You have up arrow Let me see. Up arrow, blue dot. Yeah, so the trend is up. It's a buy the pullback. I would be more comfortable buying the 87, but this thing is on its way to 105. This thing is on its way to cross and test the round number 100, 105. I am more comfortable here at the 87 retrace or the 75 retrace. That is a better buy, but that's it. 75, 87, 100, 105. Next, Samir, what do you need? Capital One? Confirm, guys. While you confirm, I'm going to look at Snowflake. I gave you the Snowflake's 250 to 300 support. People made fun of me last week. Well, you don't make too much fun now. Look. So I think Snowflake might try to hold this 325 area, but ultimately I prefer buying Snowflakes here. Okay, just a quick undercut, right, of this 290, 300, undercut it and back up. Okay, ultimately I think 500, 400 is resistance on Snowflakes, and ultimately 250, 300 area is support on Snowflakes. Okay, Ali, CCG. Guys, don't forget your likes, comments are super appreciated. That's all we ask on Tuesday when we come with you guys, give you a trade, look at the tools together. Likes, comments, be engaged, help each other. That's all. That's all we ask. So, CCG, I have no idea what it is, but nice MACD here. Opening with a nice angle above the zero line, up arrow, blue dot. The longs are in command. Prefer buying on the pullback towards the 1250 area, but it looks good. I don't know what this stuff does. Let me see here on the double cloud retail tools. Yeah, that 1150, 1250 is your support. 1150, 1250 is your support. Re-entry buy. I don't know anything about the company. This is where you want to go here. You know, you want to look at CCG. You know, do they have sales? What are the sales growth? Is it a real company? Do they have cash? You know, you want to go deeper. You know, besides the zone and the trend. You want to go a little deeper. You want to look at some article on Seeking Alpha. You want to look at the options interest. You know, this is a company I've never heard about. See, so return on equity is negative. I don't like that. Cash is non-available. Debt, I don't know. A lot of numbers are missing, you know. So is that I don't know. You need to go deeper into this thing, guys. You know, you want to see the trailing P, 133 is way a lot. You know, forward P, 322. You know, is that a pump and dump? So you need to make more research. EXPI, Timothy. So let's go. Tim, long time no see. I remember you, Tim. EXPI, weekly. Cross look good. Up arrow, blue dot looks good. Trend looks good. Prefer buying this thing at 62 or 45, but it looks good for buy on pullback. And EXPI on the double cloud tool. Let me see. Sam, C57. So I have a 47, 57, and a 60. What did I tell you on the Pro Tool? And a 62 retrace. Those are better re-entry on EXPI. No idea what they do, but you guys have to make your research, and you probably know. But those are the three re-entry, re-add area that I would consider. See, they went a little bit below here towards that 43 and held. I think 47 now is the best price you can get, 57, 47, 62. Next, let's get going. RVP. RVP. On RVP, Sam, cloud looks good. Let's look at the Pro Tool. Sam, MACD looks good. Up arrow looks good. Blue dot looks good. That being said, I would rather buy here a retracement towards 10 and 12. So if you can get a retracement towards the 11 area one more time, it's better than chasing. I have an 11 target, and let's call it 850 target, buy. Those would be better. It would be a better buy. But again, make some research on the fundamental of this particular company, guys. FedEx for Michael, FDX. Let's get going. Complete with the options interest, complete with the Yahoo Finance. How much debt, how much cash, return on equity above 20%, revenue growth over 20%. Be careful to be trapped into pump and dumps or stuff that are hot, everybody. FedEx is a real company, right? So weekly on FedEx, up arrow, blue dot, double top starts a little bit on the 292, down MACD. I don't like a down MACD on the weekly because that confirms the 292, 300 is resistance, and it might come here at the 250 on FedEx. So be careful. Now, if you come at 250 on FedEx to 226, I would buy the pullback FedEx 226, 250. Next, Michael, you're welcome. Team, you're welcome. If you guys are ready, let me know. If there's any questions, let me know. If you are new to the community, let me show you the key video to watch, everybody. You go to our YouTube channel, watch the video on how we make $10,000 to $42,000 with a smaller account, how we use the SPY options aggressively for day trading, why the SPY are the best. Watch this video. So to me, the best video lately that we've done that can help everybody is, number one, I don't care if it's day trading, investing, or wealth creation. LLC and irrevocable trust is money that I spend with an attorney, thousands of dollars, and I share some knowledge with you here on the asset protection case and how entities should be used with LLC for day trading and wealth creation. Watch guys, watch this video. If this video is helpful, likes, comments is appreciated. Now, for the smaller account, how I went around the PDT rules, okay, when I created and increased this $10,000 account to $42,000 account. So here's the video, $10,000 to $42,000 account. Urge you to watch it. There's another one on SPY trading somewhere, how to trade the SPY weekly. And those are the only 3-4 videos I recommend right now. SPY, 10K to 42K, the pattern day trading rule, and the entities, LLCs, and trust. I hope that was helpful. I love you all, everybody. Don't forget, once a year, we do something very special with the double cloud tools, lifetime license, and the combo trades, the combo classes of the best classes of the year, only once a year, and it's getting out tomorrow. The opportunity will end tomorrow at midnight Pacific time. I love you all, guys. Thanks for all your support. Be careful tomorrow. FOMC, LEI, Friday, retail reports. You have a bunch of reports. Be careful. I also gave you the notes. Actually, I did not give you. Let me give you the notes before you leave on your game plans. The picture above the trees, you know, how you invest, how you reinvest, and all the stuff you have to look with the CARE Act, because people can take money out of their 401k, their IRA, their retirement plans right now. And what they can do with that is pay, spread the tax over the next 3 years and avoid the 10% penalty if you said that you had an issue with COVID. You don't have to prove it, so it's very flexible. Was your family impacted by COVID? Could have been a lost job. It could have been anything. And you can take your retirement with no prepayment penalty before 59.5 and pay and spread the tax over the next 3 years. That can impact the market at the end of the year with some tax selling within the next 2 weeks here, selling the market. I am short Facebook. I gave you short area to watch for Capital One, Netflix, and PNC Bank, and multiple others earlier on. So here's your notes. Capital One, I'm going to write it here, 95, 100, 87, 77, 57 short. And I gave you the Facebook. And I told you 85 resistance, 80 resistance, 67, 57, and a final towards the 45 on Facebook. Let me give you the things. Look for the article on Bloomberg that was very scary. It was an article on how broker accounts are being hacked and how people who are being hacked don't have a lot of legal protection. It's really scary. I told you for years that is something you need to watch very, very carefully, people. You need to watch very carefully. So, game plan notes, page 1. I posted on YouTube. Please click it, make sure it works. Where did we finish? What was my last word? Legal protection. Legal protection. I go down, I go down, I go down, I go down, I go down. And here we go. And I'll give you a little more here on the second page. I gave you also the analysis, the buy, caution, sell zone. I'm trying to help you, give you a frame every week on Tuesday, guys, at 9 a.m. Now we're trying to start earlier, 9 to 9:15, so that you have a game plan for the week. You are not left all alone. Page 2, and that's it. I wish I had the article handy on the Bloomberg on the hacking of account. I don't. Perhaps I could use Google quickly. Bloomberg broker account hacked, and it was scary. And I think this is the article right there from Bloomberg. Everybody, scary on account hacks. Since I have a lot of money in 9 different brokerage, that is scary to read. And it's interesting read, so you can change your password and help you. Everybody, I hope this was helpful. Everybody, your likes, comments are super appreciated. Your engagement in social medias are super appreciated. And I hope everything that I'm trying to do and everything we try to do with our research analysis, whether it's the app on the iPhone app, whether it's the Full Pro tool, the retail tool, the Instagram, almost daily post, or anything that we do help you somewhere, somewhat, even if you are not yet a private member. You take care, everybody. Stay safe.